Why do you think education is so important to make a better world?
To be honest, education is bigger than to summarize it in a few words, how important and critical it is, because education not only gives hope, but also it gives stability, and it empowers generations to be able to be what they want to be in this life, and to make hope not only for themselves, but for their countries, because if I have the power of knowledge, I can contribute in such a significant way to give the future for the ones who need it, because education, it is not important only on the individualistic basis, it is important for all of us. Once we have educated generation, we can really make a brighter future, and we can dream for a better life and give more opportunities, in particular in the context of war, because in our case in Syria, education always is important, either if we live in a conflict affected countries or if we live in stable countries. However, in war it is even more important, because when you have access to education, you can really think about the things you can do in the future. So for me, I was talking about how important to have teachers, to have engineers, doctors a while ago, like 13 years ago, but now I see that impact, because now we have many people who maybe graduated and qualified, who can go back to Syria and contribute. If we didn't have that educated and those expertise, it will be hard to rebuild the country.
Yeah. And do you consider yourself an educational activist?
Yes, definitely. So education is the closest topic on my heart. I'm so passionate about education today, tomorrow, and in the future, and I will never lose my passion about education, not only for myself but for every child who deserves to have equality education, no matter who they are, no matter how old they are, or no matter which background they have come from.
And where are you involved right now in educational activism?
You mean like in terms of future plans?
No, on companies or associations, NGOs, or people that you are collaborating with in your educational activism.
Yeah, so to be honest, we cannot really do a greater impact if we work alone. So definitely we need to work together. That's why we are here in events like yours, to bring all our ideas together and to work collectively, because when we share ideas, when we have one unified intention towards providing education, especially for children who are suffering, then we can really make our dreams come true. However, if I will be working alone, you are working alone, then we definitely cannot make the impact that we want to see. And to be honest, when it comes to education, we have so many challenges. Whenever we go, whenever there is a crisis, education is the first impacted aspect, and also children. So that's why I focus fully on education and the children, because I know they suffer the most from conflicts. It is not from their own making, and they pay the highest price. So every child deserves to be protected, to be safe, to live in peace, and that's the basics. Definitely we are not providing a privilege for those children. It is not a gift. I go and give it to a child who's, for example, in Mali, or who is in Syria, or even in Spain. That's a basic right for every human being, and in particular for children. So we must have a responsibility, and we have decisive actions to resolve any challenge. It could prevent any child to be deprived from education, because definitely we need those voices to be heard and those challenges to be resolved. And countries and the international community, they must have a strong will and a true will to resolve those problems. Definitely we need to stop conflicts and make influence on the countries who are making those conflicts, to make sure we invest more in education and to protect children wherever they are, because unfortunately the rights of children have been violated on a daily basis, and we must never accept that reality.